White curtains of infinite fatigue dominating the star-born heritage of the colonies of St. Francis. White curtains of tortured destinies inheriting the calamities of the plagues of the desert. Encourage the waistlines of women to expand and the eyes of men to enlarge like pocket cameras. Teach children to sin at the age of 5, to cut out the eyes of their sisters with nail scissors, to run into the streets and offer themselves to unfrocked priests. Teach insects to invade the deathbeds of rich spinsters, and to engrave the foreheads of their footmen with purple signs. For the year is open, the year is complete, the year is full of unforeseen happenings, and the time of earthquakes is at hand. Today is the day when the streets are full of hearses, and when women cover their ring fingers with pieces of silk, when the doors fall off their hinges in ruined cathedrals, when hosts of white birds fly across the ocean from America, and make their nests in the trees of public gardens. The pavements of cities are covered with needles. The reservoirs are full of human hair. Fumes of sulphur envelop the houses of ill fame, out of which blood-red lilies appear. Across the square, where crowds are dying in thousands, a man is walking a tightrope covered with moths. There is an explosion of geraniums in the ballroom of the hotel. There is an extremely unpleasant odor of decaying meat arising from the deep-petaled flower growing out of her ear. Her arms are like pieces of sandpaper, or wings of leprous birds in taxis. And when she sings, her hair stands on end and lights itself with a million little lamps like glowworms. You must always write the last 2 letters of her Christian name upside down with a blue pencil. She was standing at the window, clothed only in a ribbon. She was burning the eyes of snails in a candle. She was eating the excrement of dogs and horses. She was writing a letter to the President of France. The edges of leaves must be examined through microscopes in order to see the stains made by dying flies. At the other end of the tube is a woman bathing her husband and a box of newspapers covered with handwriting. When an angel writes the word tobacco across the sky, the sea becomes covered with patches of dandruff. The trunks of trees bust open to release streams of milk. Little girls stick photographs of genitals to the windows of their homes. Prayer books in churches open themselves at the death service, and virgins cover their parents' beds with tea leaves. There is an extraordinary epidemic of tuberculosis in Yorkshire, where medical dictionaries are banned from the public libraries, and salt turns a pale violet color every day at 7 o'clock, when the hearts of troubadours unfold their soaked mattresses, when the leaven of the gruesome slum visitors and the wings of private airplanes look like shoe leather on which pentagrams have been drawn, shoe leather covered with vomitings of hedgehogs, shoe leather used for decorating wedding cakes, and the gums of queens like glass marble.